Test, test. Chimisanwi, and welcome to the annual Indigenous Peoples Day gathering. We are very grateful to Yerba Buena Gardens for hosting this festival for us today. We want to say Sasulai, thank you to Christina and Marcelo and the entire staff here that is helping to make this possible for all of us to gather here today. At this time, I am going to ask for Joey Torres, a Muwekma representative, to come up and offer an opening for us on behalf of the Muwekma peoples. So here's Joey to welcome us all here today to Yalamu.
Ha ha. Oh shit, Chuhi. Can I get a oh? No, greet the sun. Can I get a oh? Oh, thank you. That's a California oh. Wake up the spirits. Bring the ancestors. We call upon our ancestors. We dance for our people to remember. We dance so people can help. You see the sickness out here. This right here is bringing healing to our community on very, very hard times, as we all understand the development and everything that we've come for in this time. To remember what to do is our responsibility. We are red people, remember that. Muwekma. I'm a member of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe. My name is Joey Iolopishli. I'm also a dance member of Razzle Dazzle in the Miwok dance group with me, my nephew, yeah, as well as I am Chico Makoa from Macalpuli Tonalenque. We stand in solidarity with all, as well being a sun dancer of Wahukiza Luta, of Carter Camp, Woundindi 73, in the Risha family of Empire Ridge, Wambly Gleshka. Oh. We would like to recognize that we gather in San Francisco, so-called San Francisco, the Carkinian ancestral Muwekma Ohlone Bay Miwok homelands, who we are the direct ancestors of some of these lineages enrolled in the Muwekma Ohlone tribe of San Francisco Bay Area, and to whom were missionized into Mission San Francisco, Dolores, Mission San Jose, and Mission Santa Clara. The present-day Muwekma Ohlone tribe, with an enrolled Bureau of Indian Affairs documented, the membership of 600 members, is comprised of all of the known surviving lineages of the indigenous Aboriginal people to the San Francisco Bay region, who trace their tribe ancestry through the missions Dolores, Mission San Jose, Mission Santa Clara. During the event of the Hispano-European Empire expansion into Alta California began in AD 1769. Their enrolled Muwekma families are the successors and living members of the sovereign, historic, previously federal recognized Verona Band of the Alameda County, now formally recognized as the Muwekma Ohlone. The lands you are surrounded here as we continue to be the great spiritual and historic significance to the Muwekma Ohlone tribe. The regions extend surrounding areas of help, tribal areas as Tupintox, aka Temescalis, aka Sweat Lodges, Inipis, roundhouses. We understand that we come from Tushtak, Mount Diablo. Regions extend to the surrounding areas that held our Tupintox. They were places of celebration, healing, rituals, and dance, and intertribal feasts and our ceremonies. It is a hard place to live. knowing that we're trying to find our way back to understand who we are. But through these mothering tribes, these neighboring tribes who took on the responsibility to show us a little bit, to find our way back to these prayers, to find our way back to these roundhouses, to find our way back to the healing. It is the unity that I speak on. Carter Camp said, we must unite the fight. Right now, we are fighting for our lives, and we are surviving in a good way as we are growing. We are remembering ourselves. We are traveling. We are extending the relationship with trust and embracement, the compassion, the humility, the respect, the common respect. Our common knowledge is our common sense, and our people need to start restoring that balance of love back to our people. It is what we are doing right now, who brought us with ancestral prayer. We dance, like I said, to help our people remember. We dance, we pray, we carry smoke. This is indigenous. This is our way of life. It's spiritual integrity that carries us through our days. We are not frustrated, and we do not speak and hate. We protect the sacred. So we understand how sacred it is to restore the waterways, the land back, the water back, just so we can go back and fish once again. We were fishermen in that last life, and we have no places to fish, no places to gather, no places to harvest. As you see, this is what the homeland is right now. This is not the homeland, but with you here, you make it the homeland. You remember who we are. Please, we just ask for common acknowledgement. We don't want no charity. We ain't here asking for any handouts. We're here to put in work. That's what it's about. Tequio, communal work. Everybody, we will build it together. No man is lonely when he has friends. All of you are my friends. All of you are our friends. I'm very blessed for Morning Star, the tribes, the dancers, all of my people who come to show this. That's the hard work that our people did to get us to that acknowledgement, what we did today. Very powerful resistance. It is true. Our existence is our resistance. We need to take this in a good way. I only speak in a good way, in a sacred manner. And I want to thank my brother, Mitlapili, Mexica, my Mexica Calpuli Tonelenque. I want to thank my brothers and sisters from my Pit River, my Pomos, all of my red nations under the sun, all that fight and protect these ways and honor these ways. This is a red way. We are red earth people. We bleed red. We turn red into the sun. Hey, Hoshe Chuhish Kish Hoshe Ekina Mini Hishmet. Ho! Thank you. Oh, Mateo.
Oh, Mateo, thank you. At this time, if you are with one of the dance groups, we're going to ask you to start getting ready so that we'll have you ready in time to come up. We have Zabenapo dancers that are the youth dancers that are getting ready at this time. We have Shingle Springs, and we have Yuki dancers. So if you are a part of those groups, we're going to ask you to head to the green room and start getting ready. At this time, we'll bring up again our Executive Director of International Indian Treaty Council, Andrea Carmen, to offer some words for this opening here today.
Chokweutesia Morning Star. And I would like to again have us all recognize the work that Morning Star has done to pull these events together, as well as our staff members, Rochelle Diver, Armando Alvarez, Sewa Carmen, and many others that I may have forgotten to mention, Janine, Antoine. This would not be possible without a lot of hard work behind the scenes, and all I'm asking is that you recognize that in your heart, and not just recognize the International Indian Treaty Council staff and board members, Bradley Davis back there working at the t-shirt booth, but also all of the Indigenous peoples, including you yourselves, that get up and see every day what you can do for your peoples, for the safety and well-being of your families, for your traditional land, your food systems, your knowledge holders, your ceremonial practices. Each and every one of you is important and should be recognized, and I want to do that right now without even knowing or saying your names. For the International Indian Treaty Council, as I said on the island before, truth and history is important, not just for our Indigenous children, like myself, like everybody here who grew up to learn that Columbus discovered America, for example. You know, the Pilgrims brought the blessings of Christianity, and the 49ers were the valiant gold miners and brave and courageous and civilized this uncivilized land. All of those are lies. And the first lie started with that colonial pirates landing on October 12th, 1492. That's 530 years of deliberate, brutal genocide that all of us are still trying to recover from. The massacres that were carried out here in California, the massacre that my own grandmother survived at age 12 on the border by the Mexican military against the Yaquis. All of this, and all of us could tell the same stories. And what kind of country names a holiday after a perpetrator of genocide? We're not even going to say his name today. We're going to declare this day again to be Indigenous Peoples Day here in San Francisco, here in California, here in what's currently called the United States of America, and this entire continent that is Indigenous peoples' lands. We're standing for that today, and I want to thank each and every one of you for sharing Indigenous Peoples Day with us once again.
Thank you, Andrea. At this time, we're going to bring up All Nations Drum. All Nations Drum, and we have dancers here to start getting ready. So we're going to call for All Nations at this time. Here they are. You can view the live stream of this event on the International Indian Treaty Council Facebook page. So please share that, share it with your friends, those that couldn't be here today, those that are lucky enough to get rest while we're all here for this next event. Thank you to all of you for being here and sticking this out with us for a full day's event in celebration of Indigenous Peoples Day.